Before I start the presentation on understanding sentiment, polarity in user-generated social media discourse, I picked up some threads during inauguration today from some of the speakers. I would like to just quote them. Professor Manish, one of the coordinator, mentioned about native and immigrant digital communities. Professor Dubey briefly talked about Kranti, the reference to communication revolution. Professor Gulab Kothari referred to communication is because communicator is, and that essence of communication begins from the heart. And he talked about emotions. I will call them sentiments. That is how I relate it to his statement. And Professor Sanjeev B in the panel discussion, he talked about media is a part of our routine life, and how it gets manifested through our actions and what we make of those actions is, these four statements makes the crux of my presentation. So, brief introduction, the research context, method, and finally the results. We are living in technology age, nothing new about that. It has been there for some time, and other technologies apart from internet and computers has been there for centuries, let me say, since industrial revolution. But the pace of innovation in technology, particularly communication technology, has outpaced the rate of our absorption of technology. Not only that, technology is continuously changing its character. It started in its earlier versions as machine-to-machine communication, no human being in between. Then synchronous, asynchronous communication, static pages, dynamic pages, more interactive stuff came in, and then conversations, written conversations in the form of IRCs, Web 2.0 came in between. We are now witnessing social networking, social media phenomena, Facebook, Twitter, blog, and many more, of course. Please add WhatsApp, definitely. So they provide two-way communication, group communication, real-time, fast, ubiquitous. The character is continuously changing, and this is happening at a very fast pace. The technology is open, it's creative, the response is impulsive, spontaneous. What do we make of this? Every 2 days now, we create as much information as we did from the dawn of civilization up until 2003. That's a big statement. And the real issue is user-generated content. We are creating this information. Not a general person. Eric Schmidt, former CEO of Google, and he said this in 2010. 5 years has passed since. This slide must give you some idea about the colossal amount of information that I'm talking about. It will take some time to calculate the numbers, but even this slide is 2 years old, so add some more to it. So how do we deal with that much of information, that colossal information? What do we make of it? It is useless. So tweets, photos, pictures, videos, retweets, Facebook updates, emails, Tinder content, Skype content, Pinterest content. So what do we make out of it? Can we make something meaningful out of that? The problem of information overload, or the technology term big data, is not an entirely new phenomenon. It has been there for a long time, and the earliest manifestations of big data came into being when the US census was undertaken, possibly in early 19th century. So they had no idea about, because of lack of methods to compile data and to organize it in a meaningful way. But what we are witnessing now has three main dimensions. Volume, of course, I just showed you what volume we are dealing with. Terabytes and petabytes. Velocity, how frequently it is coming, and how frequently are we able to compile and understand it. So if it is, we are generating a petabyte every second or every minute, can we compile and understand that every minute? That is the question. And of course, it is not only text, only video, only image, only hypertext or text. It is all things mixed in. Structured, unstructured, semi-structured. So there is a high degree of complexity in this information. So we took the case of text-based discourse generated by users, general users. In our case, they are Indian population. So we need to understand these sentiments. We need something to talk about. Let people talk about something, and then we try to understand what kind of sentiments are generated. So are they happy talking about it, or are they sad, or are they frustrated, irritated, angry, hesitant?